What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you something I need very little excuse to do, and that is talk about how much I love CRPGs. So if you're new to my channel and this is for some reason the first video you're watching, which honestly would seem strange, if that is the case, I love CRPGs. They are something I cover pretty extensively, and while I do cover a lot of other things, such as third-person RPGs and just RPGs in general, as well as some other games here and there, I'm definitely not fooling myself into thinking that CRPGs aren't kind of the backbone of what I do and reviewing them as well, as a simple look at my analytics will definitely verify that for sure. Today I wanted to talk about just basically why I love them so much, and after thinking about it for a while and discussing how to address this topic without sounding too much like a fanboy, basically it comes down to two things. One, they are very often based on either an actual tabletop role-playing game or based around those general systems. Now, obviously D&D comes to mind, yes, things like Pathfinder as well, but even lesser-known things such as World of Darkness, or even, for instance, the Pillars of Eternity tabletop role-playing game that they made because of the actual game. But in addition to those things, you can actually see where a lot of those systems are inspired by tabletop games as well. So you look at, just a ton of games really. Wasteland 3, Divinity Original Sin 2, that kind of stuff. They all kind of have their roots in that general role-playing rule set. And I love those systems. I love them because they tend to have a lot of depth. And there's a lot to learn. And there's all this room for role-playing. To have those rule sets that are tailored specifically around having your character make decisions and building your character from scratch, just in my opinion, lends by itself very well to role-playing the character you want to play. Which brings me to my second point. CRPGs have this way of doing choice and consequence that you just don't see a lot of other games do. I wouldn't even say it's necessarily that other type of genres couldn't do these things. It's simply CRPGs at least seem to be the genre that's trying to do them. That is trying to bring the choices you make from building your character to what you did in these quests, affect and inform the story later. And sometimes that's just dialogue. Characters in the world reacting to the things you do is really cool. Now, as time moves on, there are definitely other genres starting to do these things as well, and CRPGs are hardly the only genre with choice and consequence by any means, but specifically the combination of the rule sets and things that they use, as well as the formats of the games combined with, again, all the choices and the consequences of those choices combine to make a genre that is honestly just near and dear to me. So to sum this up, what I love about CRPGs is the emphasis on player choice, consequences, doing all that within the framework of these tabletop rule sets that I am very much so a fan of. And because of those things, CRPGs have always just captured my interest much more than any other genre of game has. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, just me rambling about why I love CRPGs. But nonetheless, if you did like it, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. And regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.